What is going on, Armchair Army? This is the 20th episode of the Armchair Army podcast. I am really pumped to get this one started. I'm going solo again today, but there's a lot to touch on. I know we're going through a little bit of a lull with sports here, with college football having that break in between the bowl season, and then NBA and college basketball heating up, but not yet started in the conference. Nonetheless, we're going to have a great show for you today, so do not worry about that. And then we're going to talk about some Bowl Mania stuff, how you can win a $25 gift card to Amazon, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's roll. All right, we are going to get it started with some college basketball here. Boise State basketball, 10-1, best start in program history. Leon Rice, Phil Beckner leading the charge for Boise State and coaching the boys to a 10-1 record. They just beat Grand Canyon University in double overtime, and not a great win, I would say, obviously at home, but Grand Canyon is way better than a lot of people think. So really happy for the boys in blue here for Boise State and the Broncos going forward. I feel like Hutchison and the rest of the squad can really make a run here. I'm having trouble with it because I think that they could really make a run in the Mountain West tournament, win the Mountain West tournament, and then if they get some momentum going into March Madness and get a good matchup, I feel like they could win a couple games, especially with the talent level of Chandler Hutchison and with the stars that are around him. Yeah, I think if we are going to make a run any year, this is the year. And obviously, being from Spokane and watching Gonzaga a lot, we definitely aren't to that level. But it's exciting to see the Boise State Broncos compete at the level they are and do really well there. There's Gonzaga, Washington State, UW, they're all having non-con games and facing FCS schools or bottom feeder Division I schools. So we are going to talk about the regional roundup next week. We actually have good vibes, bad vibes this week. But before I get into that, I wanted to preview a little bit of the Boise State-Oregon game and talk a little bit about what to expect for the game. So Royce Freeman is out for Saturday's game, which is big news for Boise State. Willie Taggart left Oregon to go take the Florida State head coaching job, and it couldn't be on more of a silver platter for Boise State come Saturday. Obviously, there's a lot of other factors in this game. Oregon's quarterback has played really, really well in the past couple of weeks. He's hard to stop. He's mobile. They're 6-1 with him at the helm, although he was hurt at the beginning of the season. Just kind of a wild card and kind of a mystery just because he's a redshirt freshman and there's no tape. There's not much tape on him. But, this one I'm going to put directly, and I'm not a Brian Harsin homer at all, but I've got to put this one on Brian Harsin. You are playing a team that now has their head coach gone. You are now playing a team that has their NFL star running back that to be gone. And this game, man, it couldn't be more perfect for you. And I get the excuses. We're in the Mountain West. They're in the Pac-12. All of these excuses, I am so done with all of these excuses. We have to compete on Saturday. If we get blown out on Saturday, there is absolutely no excuse. And we're 7-point underdogs to the Ducks, and the Ducks have had an abysmal year. I know their quarterback's been hurt, but it just seems like this is the time where you show what you've done all year and to showcase it on ESPN and primetime TV. So I am not giving Brian Harsin any benefit of the doubt this week. He's got to come and have the boys ready to play and prepared, and especially because Boise State, it's not like we're super young. We're young on defense, but we have a senior wide receiver that's an All-American. We have a quarterback that's been a 3-time All-Mountain West selection. So we have the players in place, but we've got to have the game plan, and I'm excited for Saturday's game. It's going to be a lot of fun, but, man, we have got to do a good job of preparing for this game. Oregon will run you ragged, and they'll spread you out, so I'm excited for the game on Saturday, though, in Las Vegas, the Las Vegas Bowl. But that is going to be all my college football talk. Obviously, WSU is going to the Holiday Bowl against Michigan State, and UW against Penn State in the Fiesta Bowl, which is obviously going to be one of the best college football games outside of the college football playoff. But I'm excited to get bowl season started, man. And to bounce off of that as well, we have College Football Bowl Mania on ESPN, the Armchair Army group. You can win a $25 gift card by just joining the group and winning the group. There's not that many players in. The chances to win are really high, and I can't wait to compete against everybody for the Bowl Mania picks. I'm really excited for that, but if you want to win a free $25 Amazon gift card, join the group. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of trash talk on Twitter already, so I'm excited for that. But we are going to move into some good vibes, bad vibes, and I'm actually going to get this rolling with a bad vibe. So without further ado, let's go.
Good vibes, bad vibes.
All right, like I said, I'm going to start this off with a bad vibe. And my bad vibe this week is going to be Bill Belichick and his press conferences. After this last press conference against Miami and losing to Miami in Miami, it was very evident that Bill Belichick didn't want to be there. And he never wants to be there even if he wins. But, man, I am so tired of him, Greg Popovich, the coaches that don't want to spend time with the media. I get it, man, but if you are a head coach of a basketball team or head coach of anything for that matter, you have to do your job, and this is part of the job description. You have to address the media, and you have to go over the game plan. You have to do certain things that your job requires. Although you may not like it, I mean, the way that they go about it and the attitude that they have towards all the media, good, bad, and different, is just so ridiculous to me. And I absolutely hate the way Bill Belichick treats reporters. And this instant, for my bad vibe, he was talking to a reporter about the onside kick, which, if you haven't seen it, please go watch it. Probably the worst onside kick in history. Pee-wee football, high school football, college, I don't care. The worst. Seriously, the worst. So go watch that. But Bill Belichick is my bad vibe. Actually, you know what? Two bad vibes. That onside kick's one of the bad vibes. And then my second bad vibe is the press conference. He was asked what were they doing on the onside kick, what was the thinking, and what was going on the onside kick, and he just goes, Miami recovered. That's it. Awkward silence, awkward silence, awkward silence. And if you watch the video, I promise you, it will not make you like Bill Belichick anymore. It's just so ridiculous. Like, the act is so tiring at this point. So he's my bad vibe of the week. I have a good vibe as well, and I'm actually going to use the Boise State basketball team as my good vibe. They have just been on a roll, 10-1, winning in double OT, hitting a three-pointer with 3 seconds left on the clock, beating a good Grand Canyon team as well. I'm excited for the future of Boise State basketball and what is to come, but I'm really excited for Boise State moving forward, just to see what they can do and see if they can make a run in the tournament. Team to watch for Boise State is going to be the Nevada Wolfpack. They were ranked earlier this year, but I believe that with Hutchison and his NBA prospects, he's going to be a terror in the Mountain West. So I think he's going to be hard to stop even in the NCAA tournament if they can get something going there. But that is my good vibe, bad vibe of the week, and that is actually going to do it for me as well. If you haven't already, like I said, $25 free Amazon gift card if you join the group and win the College Football Bowl Mania. I also have a Mariner minor league baseball player coming on the podcast in a couple of weeks, so watch out for that as well. But thank you guys for listening. Make sure you go subscribe, leave a rating if you can. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Like I've said, this is the 20th episode. I can't believe we're already here, but thank you guys for listening. You guys have a great rest of your weekend.